What if I told you that 70% of your immune system and 90% of your serotonin, the chemical that makes you feel happy, are located not in your brain, but in your gut? We've spent decades looking at health from the top down, but the future of medicine is looking from the inside out. Welcome to the Gut Reset Masterclass. Most of us treat our digestion like a black box. Food goes in, energy comes out, and we only pay attention when things go wrong: bloating, brain fog, or chronic fatigue. But inside you is a vibrant living ecosystem of 100 trillion organisms. This is your microbiome. Today we are moving past dieting. We are talking about microbial architecture. I'm going to show you 5 specific foods that act as the builders, the cleaners, and the fuel for your internal world. We're going to dive into the biology of leaky gut, the chemistry of fermentation, and the exact protocol to fix your digestion for good. Grab a notebook because we are going deep. Food number 1 is sauerkraut. But I'm not talking about the canned stuff on the supermarket shelf. I'm talking about raw, wild fermented kraut. One serving of high-quality sauerkraut can contain trillions of CFUs, colony-forming units. To get that from a supplement, you'd have to swallow an entire bottle. Why is this better? Because of lactic acid fermentation. When cabbage is submerged in its own juice with salt, a specific bacteria called lactobacillus begins to eat the sugars. This creates lactic acid, which kills off pathogens like E. coli while pre-digesting the cabbage fibers for you. If you get bloated from raw vegetables, fermentation is your external stomach. It does the hard work before the food even hits your tongue. Let's look at the chemistry. I'm slicing this cabbage thin to increase the surface area. Now I add 2% salt by weight. Watch as I massage this. The salt draws out the cellular water. This brine is an anaerobic environment. That means no oxygen. The bad bacteria die without air. The good bacteria thrive in it. This is how our ancestors stayed healthy before refrigeration. You are eating living history. If probiotics are the seeds in your garden, prebiotics are the fertilizer. You can buy the most expensive probiotics in the world, but if you don't feed them, they starve. Jerusalem artichokes are 76% inulin, a non-digestible fiber. Because you don't have the enzymes to break down inulin, it travels through your stomach untouched until it reaches your colon. There your bifidobacteria have a feast. When they eat inulin, they produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate. Butyrate is the primary fuel for your colon cells. Without it, your gut lining can actually start to break down. By eating these sunchokes, you are literally fueling the walls of your own body. Warning: these are nicknamed fartichokes. If your gut is out of balance, this fermentation happens too fast, causing gas. Start with 1 tablespoon a day. Roast them with lemon and garlic. The heat softens the fiber and makes it gentler on your system. Your gut lining is only 1 cell thick. It's the most fragile barrier in your body. Stress, alcohol, and processed foods create microtears in this lining. This is intestinal permeability, or leaky gut. When large food particles leak into your blood, your immune system freaks out. This is the root of most autoimmune issues. Bone broth contains L-glutamine, the spackle for your gut. It flows into those microtears and triggers the cells to knit back together. It also contains glycine and proline, the building blocks of collagen. If your bone broth doesn't turn into a jelly when it's cold, it's not real bone broth. That jiggle is the gelatin that coats and soothes your GI tract like a cooling balm. You need to simmer bones for 24 hours with a splash of apple cider vinegar to pull these minerals out. If you're vegan, use red cabbage juice. It's the highest plant-based source of L-glutamine. Most people eat 12 grams of fiber a day. We need 35.1 cup of raspberries gives you 8 grams. But it's not just about the fiber, it's about the color. Raspberries are rich in L-glutanins. When your gut bacteria eat these, they produce a metabolite called urolithin A. Recent studies show that urolithin A can actually clean your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells. This means raspberries aren't just helping you go to the bathroom. They are literally anti-aging your body from the inside out. There is a specific keystone bacteria called Akkermansia mucinifila. It's associated with being lean and having a strong metabolism. These bacteria love the red polyphenols in raspberries. By eating berries, you are selectively breeding the bacteria that help you stay fit. Why do some people bloat even when they eat healthy? They've cut out junk food, they're eating salads. But by 3 p.m., they look 6 months pregnant. The reason is often that their gut's cleanup crew is on strike. Your gut has a powerful built-in cleaning cycle called the Migrating Motor Complex, or MMC. Science sidebar. Think of your small intestine like a long, quiet street after a parade. The MMC is the street sweeping truck that comes through between the parades, your meals. It's a slow, powerful wave of electrical activity that pushes all the leftover confetti, undigested food particles, and stray bacteria downstream into the large intestine where they belong. But here's the problem in our modern world. We graze. A handful of nuts here, a protein bar there. When you're constantly snacking, the street sweeper never gets the signal to start its route. That leftover debris starts to ferment, feeding bacteria in a place they shouldn't be growing. This is a condition called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it's a primary cause of that mysterious gas and bloating. So how do we get the cleanup crew back to work? We use a Prokinetic, and ginger is nature's most famous Prokinetic. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shoggols that gently stimulate the nerves in your gut, essentially telling the MMC to wake up and get to work. Demonstration. Making it is simple. You want to use about a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger, grated to maximize the surface area. Let it steep in hot water for at least 10 minutes. This isn't just a flavored water, it's a therapeutic tool. Case study. I worked with a client, a yoga instructor, who was frustrated beyond belief. She ate a textbook-perfect diet but was constantly bloated. We discovered she was a grazer. Her MMC never had a chance. We didn't change what she ate, we changed when. We consolidated her food into 3 distinct meals and had her drink a strong cup of ginger tea 30 minutes before lunch and dinner. Within a week, her bloating had vanished. She wasn't fixing a food problem. She was fixing a motility problem. Think of it this way. A cup of ginger tea 30 minutes before a meal primes the engine. A cup after helps the stomach empty faster, ensuring the cleanup cycle runs on schedule. It's like a personal trainer for a lazy stomach. We've covered the science, now let's talk about the strategy. You cannot fix a garden by just throwing seeds into the weeds. It's a waste of time and money. You have to prepare the soil. In the gut, this means a 4-step process: remove, replace, repair, and rebuild. First, remove. We have to stop the things causing the damage. The biggest offenders are emulsifiers and artificial sweeteners found in processed foods. Science sidebar. Imagine your gut lining has a precious non-stick coating made of mucus. It's what keeps food particles and aggressive bacteria safely away from your gut wall. Emulsifiers, listed as polysorbate 80 or carboxymethylcellulose, are basically soap. They're designed to mix oil and water. When you eat them, they do the same thing in your gut. They strip away that protective mucus layer. Without that shield, your gut wall is left exposed, which is the first step toward inflammation and leaky gut. Second, replace. As we discussed, you must get your gut's cleaning crew working again. Use ginger as a prokinetic to stimulate that migrating motor complex and sweep out the debris. Third, repair. Once the irritants are gone and the pipes are clean, you must provide the raw materials to rebuild the gut wall. The single best tool for this is bone broth. Demonstration. This isn't the salty liquid from a carton. Real bone broth is a slow-simmered extraction of collagen, gelatin, and amino acids from high-quality bones. This collagen literally provides the building blocks to patch the holes in a leaky gut lining. The gelatin soothes the GI tract, and the glycine in the broth brings down inflammation. Case study. I had a client, an engineer, who came to me with severe eczema, brain fog, and a list of over 30 food sensitivities. He felt like he was allergic to the world. We put him on this protocol, with a major focus on drinking 2 cups of high-quality bone broth every single day. 6 months later, his skin was clear, his focus was sharp, and his food sensitivity list was down to just 3 items. We didn't just manage his symptoms, we repaired the underlying cause. Finally, rebuild. With a clean, repaired gut, you can now reintroduce beneficial bacteria. This is where you slowly bring in fermented foods like sauerkraut and prebiotic fiber, from foods like raspberries to feed your new microbial allies. Your microbiome changes every 24 hours based on what you put in your mouth. You are never stuck with a bad gut. You are just one grocery trip away from a new ecosystem. I've put a full gut reset grocery list and the links to the clinical studies in the description below. If you enjoyed this masterclass, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to be the first to receive more updates. And tell me in the comments, what is the one symptom you are most excited to get rid of?